All right, so from this neutral spine position, we're gonna have her take a nice deep breath in through her nose, feel the ribs open, and then breathe out through your nose and find the ribs widen and feel a deeper connection to your thoracic spine to the mat. That was beautiful, nice little reset for you, you just needed that. So as we come into this knee sway, the pelvis is gonna stay neutral, and we're gonna just allow her leg to fold out to the side as far as she can keep this opposite hip planted. And then we're gonna breathe out and pull that knee back in. So this is a nice, we're gonna stay on that same side, where it's a nice little connection from her inner thigh or adductor muscle. Feel that femur roll through the hip socket and then pull it back in. And she's already working here. Breath in, allow that knee to roll out to the side, pelvis stays stable. Yeah, the work is deep when you do it right. And then breathe and pull it back in. Awesome job. We're gonna show you on this side only just for camera angle. So now take a breath in, and this foot is gonna roll. So your heel is gonna lift, the toes are gonna stay down as you, and then, yeah, so lift up on that heel for me, and then pull the toes in towards you, and then there's a moment there where the toes leave the mat. So now that femur is rooted into the hip socket, and Angela herself could just give herself a little pressure through that knee to roll that femur into the hip socket. We're trying to encourage or invite that femur to sink back into the back of the pelvis there and stay there. Now make sure that this opposite hip didn't lift at all. Good, good correction. Breath in, deepen that co-contraction, and fold that or lift that leg up to your nice tabletop position. And right from here, we're gonna maintain this shape the same. From the front of the hip socket, she's gonna reach her toe down toward the mat and then lift it back up. And then ideally, this angle should not change. So the work is coming from the front of the hip, and maybe the range of motion is there, and then exhale to pull it back up. And the more you do this day by day, you're gonna find your abdominals strengthening, your hip flexors strengthening, so that when you do the more advanced core work, you're not gonna grip through those hip flexors. So this shape stays the same, work is coming from here. Beautiful job. Go ahead and set that foot back down again. Now we're gonna find a little hip release. So we're gonna take this leg, and I wanna show you a parallel alignment first. This leg is gonna stretch and reach out long on the mat, and it's possible with the barefoot, they won't slide. And then, yes, now feel that lumbar spine come into a little bit of a side bend there as the leg reaches. Plug that femur back up into the hip socket to level off the pelvis, bend the knee, drag that foot up and in. So there's your parallel leg slide. We're gonna take this into an external rotation hip release. So now the knee, we're combining it all together. The knee is gonna fold out to the side as far as this hip can stay stable. Leg in external rotation is gonna lengthen along the mat and slide. We're gonna encourage that lumbar side bend by reaching that leg out. It should be a nice stretch. Find your rib cage softening, gorgeous. And now plug that femur back up into the hip socket, rotate to parallel, and bend the knee and pull everything back into the center. Gorgeous job. And just because I know Angela's body and her range of motion, we're gonna show the leg circle a little smaller today. So we're gonna have the knee be bent here. We're gonna pass through your knee fold here to allow that femur to sink into the hip socket, find those rib cage rooted, extend and reach that leg up as long as your hamstrings have length today. And we're gonna just find a little external rotation as she circles out to the side, and then inhale, pause as you pull it back up to the top. So I'm gonna let go. Exhale, femur spirals, circle, pull it in and up. And as she works through this exercise for the month, her range of motion is gonna get bigger, her legs sweep, she'll have more control, more stability, and she can work into a bigger range of motion day by day. Beautiful job, Angela. Go ahead and bend your knee, and then roll toe ball heel to set that foot back down. Gorgeous. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.